Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today, we're doing our longer readings from October 17th through the 31st for my Libras. Hello, my Libras, and happy birthday to you. I know we just have a little bit more to go, but happy birthday to you. So, longer readings, I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. Gives me my main message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, fills in gaps, sometimes gives us a new message. And then I finish with my Osha Zen Tarot cards, gives us last words of advice. But now I'm going to add my other deck, my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards, because, just I'm going to pull one card, see if it kind of gives us a little summary, because I like that deck. Okay. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Okay? Okay. So, what do we have going on with October? October has been kind of it's like all over the place right now. Now, you had a new moon, September 28th. It was all about new beginnings. It was solidifying a lot of the new starts. There's been a lot of clearing out of energy, and now this is new energy coming in. And now we have the full moon, October 13th, and that will be in Aries. Now, from yours to Aries, Aries takes your new beginning of that new moon and kicks it another month ahead. Okay, it's all about new, very much so. Then we go into Scorpio season, 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you're living. And Scorpio kind of keeps things close to their vest. They like to have, and I don't mean Scorpio people, I mean Scorpio energy, likes to have things hidden. They don't, Scorpio energy doesn't like to, show too much. Scorpio energy would be okay to just kind of like, okay, let's pass this by. I know what's going on, I know the secrets. But not going to happen this Scorpio season. This Scorpio season, the energy is not going to be low-keyed at all. It will be very, very intense. In fact, I have a couple of articles that after I post these, I'll post them on my Facebook so you can read them. And, I really did enjoy reading these articles. So, and these are some of my go-to places. Now, the other thing about the Scorpio season, not October, but the season, this is about destiny, this is about karma, but it's not about karma coming back so that you have to meet it. It's about saying, okay, this is the result of your karma now. This is karma paid. This is destiny. So if you were if your destiny, when you came to this earth, when you were born was supposed to be one thing, this is when that one thing is offered up again. Okay, so it's very, very powerful energy. It can be, it's not a bad energy. It's, remember June, July, August energy was extremely strong, but it was so much cleansing and clearing out that it was kind of overwhelming a lot of people. Very emotional energy. This could still be, even though this is positive to the point, it can still be overwhelming. So just be aware of that. So then we had Pluto went direct on the 3rd. Now, Mercury is coming in and out all month in October. And, that's all about communication. And then we get to the end of October, and October 31st could be the 1st of November, depending on where you live. Mercury goes retrograde, okay, until the 20th of November. And this is all in Scorpio. So this is, again, something really powerful. My Libras, Mercury likes to revisit the past. Mercury likes to bring people from the past into your lives. And I do hear from my Libras a lot that it's like, okay, who is this person? Why did that person have to come back into my life? Well, Mercury thinks that there's things that needed to be said, things that needed to be revisited, or maybe it just needed to be put to rest, okay? So that's one thing. And then, so I did talk about, we talked about the full moon, we talked about the new moon. Oh no, I didn't talk about the new moon. The new moon then will be in October 28th, and that will be in Scorpio. Now, again, I told you, Scorpio likes, they don't want anyone in their business. Well, fully opposing this new moon is Uranus. And Uranus is like, oh, expect the unexpected. But a lot, so this is where it's like takes off the gloves. It's like, no, Scorpio, it's not going to be the way you thought. Surprise. But a lot of this is an energy that's to set up a next 7-year cycle. So let's see what we have going on for my Libras. Okay, 3 cards face down. The first and third are reversed, so that's a strong message. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler, so I hear things and they pop out of my mouth. Okay, let's go on and talk about it. The Lovers, 6, Archangel Raphael. Now, it's really an interesting time this time. Now you still have your season right now, and that is about balance. But there's been a lot of emotional things coming up in this Scorpio season. So is this saying that there may be an emotional relationship? Now, you know me, relationships are any of those 3, your job, career, your work. It could be personal, intimate, and it could be family. But this could be, this could be destiny. This could be destiny. This could be somebody coming back into your life that, maybe an old boyfriend, girlfriend, older, I should say. Don't know how old they are now. This could be somebody trying to re-enter your life. Remember, Mercury retrograde, it has a shadow, so 2 weeks prior and 2 weeks after. So if it's on the 31st, what is that? That would be like the 17th. So it's people, communications could be starting to come back into your life again. I truly feel that this is more of a person instead of a system. So a job is more of a system. You know what I mean? A job is more of a corporation. A job is bigger than just a person. That doesn't mean that this is not somebody that you haven't worked with, okay? This doesn't mean this isn't an old boss. This doesn't mean that. It's just that this old boss or this old boyfriend, girlfriend, or this old relationship wants to come back into your life, okay? Doesn't want to necessarily come back into your life, wants you to come back into their life. So the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, and Raphael is also like the divine healer. So intimate relationship, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So even though this person wants to come into your life, whether that be, and again, it could be an old boss, maybe they want you to come back to your old job. It could be an old boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be a new person too. But usually because of Mercury and the way how my Libras are so sensitive to Mercury retrograde and how, pulling older relationships back into your lives, I'm leaning a little bit towards that. But it could be actually a new person too. It doesn't mean that it's healthy for you, okay? It doesn't mean, oh, well then, look at, this is karma, this is kismet, this is, the way it's supposed to be. No. You have choices here, okay? And if it's not healthy for you, boot him out or her out, okay? Your next card, the Queen of Air. I love this. This is kind of what we were just talking about. Air energy, whether, female, masculine, it doesn't really matter. Air energy is your energy, Libra. It's also Aquarius. It's also Gemini energy. It's your thoughts. It's your mind. It's your bearing. And I feel very much this regal bearing. So should this person be coming back into your life, you're going to be like, and what do you want? And what do you want? And I feel that if, you need to, if this is, you need to show me. You need to prove to me. You need to demonstrate to me. I don't need to do any of these things for you. You need for me to do for me, okay? Whatever this is. And if this is a job, then again, it's like, you tell me why I need to go work for you. You tell me what you're going to offer me. You tell me why this would benefit me, okay? Very strong energy here with you, Libra. Very strong. You standing in your power. You standing, and it's like you not taking the crud. You not taking any of their crud or any of their baloney, okay? So, the Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, and that could be the Lovers. Seeing the humor in a situation. So I could just, see you talking about it later on with your friends. Yeah, do you believe that jerk? Do you believe that? Okay. Okay, next card, reversed, the Three of Earth. Earth energy is our Taurus, our Virgo, and it's our Capricorn. It's about money energy. 3, the power of 3 is very, very strong energy. It's one of those things when you see 333, it's like, hey, pay attention to me. This is about, this again, solid energy can be about money. It can be about your house. It can be something that you can touch. It can be a relationship, a family too. But this is about you. This is actually about you starting off on a new journey. I feel new journey for you, new start, new beginnings, new things, new way. It's kind of like new garden, new growth, new beginnings, new. This is so a lot of this is happening in probably in your part of your season, but then it really gets solidified more. New mindset, but it's something you can actually touch. And it's the direction is quite real. So well, let's go on here. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, being a team player. You may be starting, your own business. You may be starting your own consulting business. You may be, starting out. I feel kind of like, I'm not saying that you're going to do this alone, but you may be starting out on your own. Okay, so you may be thinking about leaving an established job and saying, I can do this. Maybe it'll be a smaller scale, but I can do this, and I can actually, I think make more money with it. Okay, whoever that's for. Now, let's go on and see, can you clarify or give us some more information for my Libras? What else is for my Libras? One more time. Okay, let's go on and cut. So here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 cards face down. Let's see what they say. The base chakra. Okay, the base chakra is it's interesting because this is your security. This is who you are. This is how you grew up. This is, are you fear-based? Are you an adventurer? Are you, do you run away? Do you run towards? Are you a savior? Are you a caretaker? This is how you grew up. And these are those, this is how you began in life. Now, this is a 1, new beginnings. Now, this is, were you born at a time that, your parents were very much dependent on you? I don't know who that's for. And that's what you think that your purpose is. That's who your identity is. Again, that fear-based thing comes up to me too. A lot of times it comes to that point, a lot of people have to go through a lot of counseling to get through some of this. You can look up chakras on the internet. You can look them up on YouTube too. I don't recommend per se, unless you trust. There's a lot of things about balancing and, balancing your chakras. Unless you trust the source, the person, really be careful about that because these are energy centers in you. And this is the root. This is who you were actually. While this may come down to what you actually experienced, the fact that we're going into this destiny thing, it's like, what were you supposed to experience? Okay? And that could be part of that revisiting too. What were you supposed to become? Okay? Next card. Reversed. Conflict and defeat. Okay. Again, these two walk many times hand in hand with each other, okay? This is where the root chakra, how, this is like, oh, I wasn't, have you ever, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, but, have you ever been where you try your hardest, you know what you're doing, and you just feel like, why doesn't it ever turn out right for me? I'm a good person. I'm a good, I'm not wishing ill on anyone. Why isn't this working out for me? Well, a lot of this can be, a lot of this can come back from this, okay? A lot of this is, again, putting it out there, putting it out there. Again, the Scorpio energy, the Scorpio season is about destiny. It is about karma. It is about not meeting it in this time now. It's about karma has been met, okay? This is things that you have to work on leaving behind. You have to, in order for you to go new, and in order for you have to recognize this piece, and you have to say it out loud. I do not carry conflict and defeat with me anymore. Conflict and defeat, you are to leave now. Now, there can be, and again, I'm not, whatever your belief system is, but there are things that, people, you can tend to believe that, well, this is what I do believe. I believe that what we put out becomes somewhat of a reality somewhere, okay? So if I'm putting out negative energy, it has to affect somebody somewhere. So that's why you want to be really, really careful about cursing people. And I don't mean it as in, oh, I curse you. What I'm saying, though, is when you're saying, something as simple as darn you all, you have to be careful about that. So many times over, I will call back the energy, the positive energy back to me, and I will release all negative energy. And I feel that you may need to do this a little bit. Okay. Your next card, the universe. The universe. Okay. Karmic time, destiny time. What is the universe trying to get back to you? What is the universe trying to get you to release? What is again, if you had a mother or a father that saw you as, let's go down here. If you had a mother or father that saw you as a nuisance, okay, you need to throw that negative energy back out, or actually, send it out and say, I'm not a nuisance. I am somebody of worth. I am somebody of value. I am not this, okay? And that belongs to them, not to me. You can send this back, now granted, you may want to just say, universe, this might be another way too. You may want to just send it out to the universe and say, universe, take this and cleanse it. And that's probably the best way to do that, because this is a changing point. This month could be more so this for you, creating this balance, and then Scorpio season could be a real changing point for you. Okay? Okay, whoever needed that. I hope that made sense to that, and I hope that nobody really needed that. But I know just in life in general that there could be a lot of people that needed that. So let's go on, and I think I'm going to do that tonight. I think I'm going to go out and say, universe, whatever negative energy that has been holding on to me or that I've been holding on to, I'm releasing it to you, and I am asking you to cleanse it. Okay? And to let no harm be done. Because that's really, and that's the thing, my Libras, you do tend to hold that negative energy deep. And I would love it if you could learn to release it. Now, many times over, you can't just do it one time, okay? Many times, because it's like one of those things that it's like, when I give things to my higher power, and then maybe a week later, if I haven't seen movement, I'm kind of like, well, you must be busy. Let me take over. No! Once you give it, you got to give it. Now, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I want to remind you that I gave it to you. Okay. I figure that's okay. So let's see. Last cards for the, final, this is like words of advice. Okay. Here we go. Sorrow, sorrow. letting go. Oh, my Libras, this is the best time for you to let this stuff go. Let this negative, because this was really kind of shocking to me, but this is old wounds. This is wounds that you grew up with. This is, again, this follows through with that. This is how then, I don't mean that this is always old wounds, but this is basically like, this is that time to cleanse the energies. Get out your sage, cleanse yourself. If you need to get out there, cleanse yourself with it. And if you can't do it in the house because you can't burn anything in the house or the alarms will go off, then get some spray. But again, send it out. Send it out. Get out there. Send it out. Okay? Okay. Next card. Holy manoli. Aloneness. Aloneness. Sorrow and aloneness. Intensity. What the heck is going on with you, my Libras? I don't like this. I mean, but we have to remember that these are the main message, okay? These are the main messages. These are influencing factors that keeps you from possibly stepping into your destiny, because this is all about your destiny. And with this is just plain old, this, and I'm not saying that this isn't valid, but this is feeling sorry for yourself. This is for you. This is and I'm not saying that's not valid, but this is also about you really getting rid of, you have to identify this and get rid of this, okay? But then when we have intensity, yes, these feelings can be extremely strong. This feeling of not, I don't know, is it not being worthy? Because my gosh, my Libras, you are more than worthy. I don't know. Do I need to tell you that? Because let me tell you that. I think I've been telling you that. But with the intensity, again, the intensity with the universe giving this back out, this to me is such a strong, like, get rid of this garbage. Get rid of this garbage. So the last couple of weeks in October is the perfect time for you to get rid for my Libras. I'd almost want to, but I'm not going to do a new reading for you. This is what the cards are saying. But again, too, you may find something else and it may resonate to you, so I hope so. Because like I said, the first row is more your message. And then here we card on the floor. Okay. So this makes sense. New beginnings. This makes sense. You, in order for your new beginnings to come, you need to make some resolution. You need to make some resolution with childhood traumas or dramas. You need to make resolution with just how, things that happen in the world, that happened in your world. You need to make some resolution, and you need to that universe. You need to throw it out to that universe, say, please cleanse this. Get rid of this. And it's not like you can just do it once or twice. I mean, many times over, it's like, okay. And but you have to, in many ways you have to identify it too. Okay? You have to identify it. But once you do, it's like this big, it's like almost like this burn. Okay? I mean, I know that this, this is like a phoenix. This is like, well, it's like out of the fire, coming out of the fire. And so it with that, but you need to do whatever this is, because this is the summary. Archangel Jeremiah, new beginnings. You have to release. For you, my Libras, you have to release a lot of that old pain in order for you to go forward. Now, that old hurt could be about that old relationship too. Maybe that old relationship brings up feelings of inadequacy, feelings of, like what I'm saying? It's like that relationship that's, maybe it's a narcissistic relationship. So they tell you, I love you, but oh, I want to be with you, but not every day, that type of thing. Maybe that's what all this is about. And, and with that, and that just signals some of your triggers. But the thing is, you are now this, you have grown, you have gone through the fire to become this independent, experienced, realistic, witty, objective decision-making queen of air. And new things are about to start with you. Send it out to the universe. Get rid of, so yeah, I'm really thinking more that whoever that is that tries to come back to you, I'm thinking that is more for that person's benefit, because you feel a need in that person, but that person does not fill the need in you, okay? That person is more detrimental than, if I'm reading this correctly, do you know what I'm trying to say? So that person comes into your life, whether it be that, if they let you go, really think very hard before letting that person back in, because you have an opportunity for a new beginning in your own pathway. So new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past, but it doesn't mean that you have to have the past come live with your present. Okay? Okay. Whoa, my Libras. Wow. I told you, if we didn't have all this energy, that might have kind of slipped through a little bit, because Scorpio energy, let's see what happens. But it's not going to be that way. Okay, so Libras. Yeah, I think I need a glass of wine, and I don't think I drink that much. So, my Libras, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.